I don't. I feel like you ain't from the Midwest. Just saying.
Looking at them, do I actually recognize which one's from which pack? So they were all members of the pack that were gone at the time.
Mm-hmm. Gone or mortal. You weren't really ever instructed to. In a few circumstances, you weren't like victors. You were instructed to kill fucking everyone.
Yeah.
But most of them, it was just the werewolves that did the killing. The herd would dissipate and join other groups. We told some stories, including some from Al. Well, here's my phone. We'll take your deal. We'll take the land for our pack, and we'll take Acidus, and we'll beat the pack of Acidus, and, you know, I can't guarantee that other people won't hear about what we're doing and want to come down and join. And I can't guarantee that I'm going to keep them out. Because
That'd be up to you.
It's a big fucking city. And if it's as empty as unpoliced as you say it is, I'm going to have a lot of fucking work on my hands. You help her find her son. Not part of the contract, just you and I, blood in our hands, shake on it, and I'll sign your contract.
Hold out the parchment.
Actually, he draws the pack cliff, and he draws his pack symbol.
I sign it with my demon name.
It looks like snakes writing on paper.
Sorry.
In demonic. Oh.
I mean, usually we celebrate with a fight, but she's kind of out for the count, and none of us are too happy with you, and don't really feel like celebrating.
Perhaps in the future, through diplomacy.
I got you. One day we'll get there.
Perhaps through diplomacy, someday we can get to that point. Everyone deserves a second chance, do they not?
No. No.
Well, then I'm just going to be strong enough to take mine.
Good. She's gonna wake up soon, so
Yes.
let's go. Get out.
Bye, Al.
I don't want to wait for her to wake up.
Look, trust me, no. She won't stop, she won't know what we're doing, and we're in as much
Yes,
risk as
it
you
would.
are at that
It
point.
puts the pack in as much danger as us. Well, more.
Slightly. I mean, we're not squishy.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Should just break something on the way
Go.
out for funsies.
You could.
Shatter something on the way
How
out.
about this?
for funsies.
Everybody but her and you leave. I ain't staying around.
I ain't staying around. No, that's fine.
Give me a text when you're ready to go.
That'd
Finding.
that'd actually be like that's the comic book ending where you're walking out of the room and you're like, I'll show you, squishy. And you just shatter something next to the door. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to do that. What can I shatter next to the door? Can I shatter the door?
Actually, yeah, just like go to push the door open, but shatter it out.
You can shatter the door frame. There's also they actually have a shotgun next to the door.
I should shatter the shotgun.
What could go wrong? Let's do this.
Done. Let's do it.
She does it.
I gotta roll for that.
As soon as she does it, if she succeeds,
Well, spend an aether for the key to turn the key.
Okay.
Mathers is just like, yeah.
You're face palming.
Right?
You're face palming.
What?
You do nothing but cause face palms in social situations. You were like the James Bond of social situations. You just walk in there and cause shit until something rolls out.
Exactly.
Let's just shake it till I see what I find. No subtlety.
I'm Bond, James Bond. You should really stop telling people that when you enter a room.
I'm gonna spend a
But
willpower
I'm
too.
Bond.
Alright.
because, you know, if I'm going to succeed, I might as well make sure.
Oh, my 2 is backwards. So is my 3. Damn, I can't write upside down.
Well, I didn't get any 10s, but that's okay. Also didn't get an exceptional, unfortunately, but I did get a 4, so
Oh, awesome.
it definitely shatters.
Somehow that apartment complex
What
tower
do
that
you
just
just
got
use?
built
What do you use
suddenly
to
got
break
all
it?
rented out.
Literally just the tip of my finger.
Awesome.
I just literally go, doop doop.
So you spent the Aether because you're turning the key and you feel
Yes.
it link into the cipher. And your eye, like, even if you hadn't been aiming for the shotgun, your eye is immediately drawn to the human tool. As you reach out to break it, something shifts. Like, it's a natural progression of the coding. Like, you see the right for shatter, and then you realize that, oh, you know, if I just add this extra string at the end of it, I get something completely different.
Please.
What's your neoprime when writing?
It will be 2.
Okay, and you got 4 successes?
Yes.
So roll me 6 dice.
Two.
Okay. It pops, basically. Like, it just melts, for lack of a better term. Your interlock, its first and final cut.
First and final cut?
While acting the first turn or before, I'll put this on the Obsidian Portal too.
Okay.
But while acting in the first turn or before combat, you can activate the interlock in order to negate the penalties for attacking a specific object, and gain a damage rating equal to your primum that bypasses durability. So before combat, or in the first turn, you can basically choose to break their ship. Haha! I have a sword! No, you don't.
You
Stop
did! Is
Your sword is cute.
Now
that
it
a
is
shotgun
slag.
you're holding? Because it really looks like a bunch of glass shards. I'm just saying. A bunch of random metal shrapnel in your hands.
Yes, the difference being when you're not attacking. So Shatter is good for inanimate objects that are in the environment, because when you are attacking a held object by someone, you usually take a penalty because they are defending you. And like, that's why they seem incredibly similar in this situation, not in combat.
Mm.
Right? So the shotgun doesn't melt, but it does literally explode into metal shards that just kind of fall.
Yeah. Really.
Like, oh.
We're not squishy.
Yeah, I'll just say that. We're not very squishy either. I walk up.
Well, they knew I wasn't squishy, because they know what I've done.
Now they know you're not squishy.
Now they know you're also not squishy.
Well, I hunted demons, so I can't be very squishy.
Yeah. She was a demon hunter. Angel. Werewolf hunter. Angel. We both hunted things that aren't easy to hunt.
I manipulated. We all did our jobs.
I think we'll call it there.
I want to run the narrow scene.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
You sure?
It is 10.
It's 9:52.
If we're playing next week,
Oh, that's right. We are playing next week.
How long is the neuro scene going to be?
How long do you need it to be?
Not very long. I just need to go up to him and say, here's the dossier.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I said anyway. I think we have time. Pretty sure we have time.
4 weeks. You're the final arbiter.
Maybe everyone has to get up and work tomorrow morning?
No, I have to
Yeah.
as well. I have to go up.
I have no school tomorrow.
I'm off.
I have to go to Postmates at 1 o'clock, but that's it.
Yeah, so call those people.
Yeah.
But you can do that without being dressed.
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
They can't see how naked
I
you
mean,
are.
the hard close is 10, so.
Okay. Good. Hurry up, and the faster it starts, the faster it's done.
Hey, Sharon. So, Where do you meet Nero?
The Warded Coffee Shop.
Okay. So I assume you're waiting for him.
Yeah.
You call him from the coffee shop because that's the only way that you get to wait for Nero. Otherwise, he's there before you.
And I specifically want to make a point of I had to wait for you, Nero.
Yeah. So he approaches the coffee shop and he stops. And he looks at the door frame and then he walks inside. He sits down at the table.
I'm in the meeting room.
Oh. So then you hear a voice. So you don't see any of that. Just kidding.
Okay. Well,
You can be told by your cultist.
the door is
later.
open. I can see out the room.
Okay. I had a different layout in my head. Mainly that the meeting room is behind the kitchen, so the door faces the wall instead of the hallway.
Oh.
That's what I thought it was. Anyways.
I thought it was closer to, like, there was a door here. Like,
All of my rooms in Acidus are, especially if they're
Then
restaurant type, they're thin and long.
Then I will actually be waiting at a table out front.
Okay.
Since it's not, the layout is different than what I had in my head.
Yeah. Also, that makes the meeting room more inconspicuous if it's behind the kitchen.
Yeah. I also have, like, an empty cup of coffee, like, a cup of coffee with, like, that much left in it. Oh. Nero. You made it.
Matters.
Would you like anything to drink?
No, I'm fine.
This way, please. I take him back to the meeting room.
Gets to the meeting room. You open the door.
You alright?
Fine. What is this?
The dossier that shows that we are not responsible for what was going on in the docks.
Quite clearly and very eloquently. Where'd you get this? Never mind. Poor taste of me to ask. I was hoping I might get a source out of you. This will be helpful, especially considering the current political climate. I have no idea who Project Twilight is, but...
It was shared with me about the military group, right?
Well, that would be Project Twilight, yeah.
Yeah, that is... Okay, good.
I'm just assuming you read the dossier before you handed it over.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it
But I was
in
making...
the dossier.
Yeah. The military group.
I assumed with a name like Project Twilight, but do you have evidence? Perhaps something not in the dossier?
Do we?
Yeah.
We haven't done any more research on that.
I mean, if you want me to go to the docks and do something at the docks, I could get you evidence.
Mathers, I would never ask you to do anything. It wouldn't be my place. You are not my subordinate or part of my network. Especially in such troubling political times as this, when it's hard to marshal the resources to adequately monitor all of our tasks. I wouldn't dream of asking you to go investigate the docks for this Project Twilight and return to me any information you might find.
But if you did...
Well, perhaps as a mercenary, my services can be purchased.
I would have nothing that I would be able to give, as I don't even have the resources to adequately manage my current network.
A man of such power, I'm sure there's something you can do.
I have a meeting to attend. One of your compatriots, if I'm not mistaken.
Would you like to be once more on the no before you go to this meeting?
Certainly. That's what I'd called it. She's usually more forthcoming, but this one was strange.
Oh, yes, I know who went and talked to her. Swade has been made aware of the true enemy coming into this town. It is not Project Twilight. Project Twilight is a nuisance gnat. You've heard of something known as the God Machine?
Yes.
It seeks to return. Because your vigil is gone, your vigil has fallen.
It didn't fall, it was dismantled. There's a very clear difference.
Either way,
being that set it up decided she didn't need it anymore.
Well, its lack of being here is allowing the God Machine to move back in.
How do you know this? How does Swade know this, more importantly? I'm not surprised when she tells me something ballistically untrue.
Did I see the report about your meeting with Swade too?
We've had a full day, so yes, you've gotten a full
Okay.
report.
Did you tell that you showed?
You have a full report of
Okay.
everything that I did. So.
I don't say it was you. Like I don't use your name or anything like that. But
He will know soon enough, but
Yeah.
it depends on how much you want him to be surprised at said meeting.
I say that. I what I was going to say is that she learned it from your demon form.
Mm.
An entity with 3 faces, one with a tongue of fire, the other a mouth of blades. 6 wings graced her with its presence, and expunged the information she required to protect Isis.
Not necessarily.
I love how prophecy has a way of choosing the worst possible candidate to accomplish its goals. Well done.
Right. But that's why I'm also here. To help.
Swade would never slay the city. Not if it wouldn't save her. That being said, I appreciate the information. It's good to know that Corbin isn't wrong. Totally.
Your payment. I will give you an offer. My puppies remain safe within Acidus. And I'll get you all the evidence you need of Project Twilight so you can squish those gnats and deal with the real threat.
I would need to assert control over the dogs in order to be able to do that. Much more bargaining power if someone else were to do it for me.
Be easy, but then I might accidentally end up with control over the dogs.
It's not like we haven't lost enough resources.
Very well. The safety of my puppies.
I can't guarantee it, but I'll certainly pitch for it.
Let me know.
What? I'm going to sell the whole city wholesale to make sure we stay safe? Yes, absolutely. Do you know who I am?
Well, it's like small issue. I'm gonna aim you as this cannon at the God Machine. Hey, I'll take care of this major problem for you. That's actually this big. If you take care of this little problem over here, yes.
This sounds like a fantastic plan!